Now, question of the day: find force applied by 3 kg block on 4 kg block. Now, question of the day, our motto: find force on 3 kg block applied by 4 kg block. Okay, and this one and that block corresponding to inclined plane, and inclined plane angle with horizontal is how much? 37 degree, and this inclined plane are fixed and surface of inclined plane are smooth. So how can determine? Okay, basically our motto: how can determine force on 3 kg block applied by 4 kg block. So how can determine? First of all, make free body diagram. Okay, if you make free body diagram of 4 kg block and 3 kg block, okay, look here. First of all, 3 kg, make first of all free body diagram of 4 kg block. Look, look like that one, 4 kg, and here 3 kg. Okay, we are focused on how can make free body diagram of 4 kg block and 3 kg block. Look here very carefully. MG always there are if you make free body diagram, so focus on first step is how many contact force on 4 kg block. This one is a 4 kg block and that one is 3 kg block. Clear? So first of all, I have already discussed. If you make free body diagram, then focus on first of all how many direct contact force on first of all 4 kg, and after that focus on 3 kg. So 4 kg block, this one is a 4 kg block. Direct contact force, how many? That one, inclined plane, always apply force perpendicular direction, and that force direction is perpendicular to the surface. Okay, so how can make? Look here, that one, this direction is corresponding that one. Okay, and after that 3 kg force, 3 kg block apply on 4 kg block. Suppose that force like that one, and here these three are direct contact force. Okay, 10 Newton, that one basically 10 Newton. Normal force applied by inclined plane on 4 kg block, that is N1, represent like that one. Okay, 3 kg block apply force on 4 kg block, that is suppose that force is F1. Okay, so how many 4 kg block contact 2 3 force 4 kg block direct contact with 3 forces. First one 10 Newton, second one normal force applied by inclined plane, always perpendicular to the surface, and third one 3 kg block on 4 kg, that is F1. Clear? After that direct contact, after first one direct, after that second one indirect contact force. Indirect contact force only due to gravity. Gravity always work on downward direction. Okay, so mg work like that one. Clear? That is mg. Mg is how much? 4 into g. Clear? Mass into acceleration. So clear? So how many force work on 4 kg block? How many force? 4 forces, 3 direct contact and 1 indirect contact. Clear? After that, make free body diagram of 3 kg block. How many body contact? How many direct contact force? 20 Newton. First of all, focus on that one. This one is 20 Newton. Represent like that one. After that, look here. Very carefully. Okay. Normal force applied by inclined plane, like represent like that one. Okay. Wait, I will make. Okay, this one. And normal force inclined plane applied by on 3 kg block, like represent like that one. After that 4 kg block on 3 kg block, also apply force. Clear? And after that focus on non indirect contact force only due to gravity, and gravity always work on downward, so represent like that one. Clear? Look here. So we making like one by one. 3 kg block, so 3 into g downward, and here 20 Newton. Normal force applied by inclined plane on 3 kg block, that is name N2. After that, what about force on 4 kg block on 3 kg block? Applied by 4 kg block on 3 kg block. Same if 3 kg block apply on 4 kg block F1, then 4 kg also apply on 3 kg block F1. Why? Because according to Newton's third law, action reaction. If this one apply on 4 kg F1, then 4 kg also apply on 3 kg F1 force. So, but opposite direction. If that direction F1 like that one, then that direction is 4 kg apply on 3 kg block, represent like that one. That is F1. Clear? Okay. After that, next target. Clear or not? This body is moving on, not another. But first of all, focus on you can resolve all forces resolve in x and x and y direction. If you see very carefully, if you see here x and here y direction, okay, but all forces not no any force in x and y direction, small x and y direction. So for simplicity point of view, I will resolve all forces corresponding to that one we have considered capital X axis, sorry, and that one consider capital Y axis. Clear? This one is we have considered capital X and this one is considered capital Y axis. So all force resolving capital X axis and Y axis. Clear? Y, all forces resolving corresponding to capital X axis and Y axis. If you resolving small x and Y axis, then also welcome, but very complicated way. Okay, otherwise if you see corresponding capital X, so these two are already capital X axis, this one in opposite direction, this one positive direction. Clear? But in Y direction, here N2 represent like that one, but 3 mg is not in X and Y direction. So first of all 3G 3G is resolving two component, capital X axis and capital Y axis. So how can resolving? Look here very carefully. First of all, if you see very carefully, that one, okay, in this direction and second one in this direction. Clear? How can make? First of all, this one is 37 degree. Okay. So what about that one? Also 37. Why? Look here. Why we are saying? Suppose that block. Okay. Sorry. Block represent like that one. Okay. This one is inclined plane and that is 37 degree. Clear? Okay. mg work on downward and component. There are two component here mg. So if this one is 37, so that one is how much? 90 degree. Clear? And what about that one? 90 minus 37. And what about that angle? 90. So if this one 90 minus 37, so that one 37. Clear? So component of mg along this direction, mg cos 37 and here mg sin 37. Clear or not? 37. Clear? So this one is 37. Clear or not? Very simple. Simple geometry. Okay. So you can write now 3g. If for simplicity point of view, let g this be equal to 10 meter per second square. Otherwise, you can also take 9.8. But here for mathematical simplicity point of view, I have taken g this be equal to 10 meter per second square. Okay. So what about that value? 3 into g, 3 into 10 is how much? 30 Newton. So 30 Newton here written 30 into cos 37 and here 30 sin 37. Clear? There are two components, mg along this direction and this direction. Clear? After that, same concept apply here also. Here 4g, so that one is 40 Newton. After that, component of 40 Newton corresponding to here and corresponding to here. Clear? So this one is 40 and 40 Newton, or you can say 40 cos. This one is also 37. So cos 37 and here 40 sin 37. Clear? Look. After that, I also free body diagram of 4 kg block and 3 kg block is clear. Okay. So first step is, first of all, make free body diagram. Free body diagram is first of all direct contact force. After that, indirect contact force. Next target, all forces corresponding to capital X axis and Y axis resolving. So we have resolving capital X and capital Y axis. Okay. This one also resolving capital X and all forces, these other forces are already corresponding to X and corresponding to capital Y axis. So only this one and this one are resolving corresponding to capital X axis and capital Y axis. Clear or not? So after the next target, to third step, focus on this block. We have considered, suppose that if you not assume, if you not you are sure all block moving in which direction. So simply motion possibility which direction. These two block is not moving along capital Y axis. Why? Because no any force corresponding to here and no any force corresponding to here applied external force. So clear. So N2 this be equal to 30 cos 37. Why? Because of this 3 kg block is not moving along capital Y axis. So it means normal force applied by inclined plane is equal to 30 cos 37. Okay. So according to Newton's second law, net force in capital Y direction is 0. So N2 this be equal to how much? 30 cos 37. If asked question, what about normal force? So simply you can write now 30 into cos 37 is 0. Simply, what about that value? 0.8. So 3 into 8, 24 Newton. Same concept apply here also. N1 this is equal to 40 cos 37. Cos 37 is 0.8. So 40 into 0.8. Then what about that value? 32 Newton. Clear or not? So N1 and N2 clear. What about that value? Normal force apply by normal inclined plane on 3 kg block and 4 kg block is how much? Simply 32 Newton and 24 Newton. Clear? Now after that I will focus on what about net force, basically movement of these two block moving downward or upward direction. Look here. So first of all, right now that one. After that I will remove. Okay. I hope so clear. According this one, why written here? According to Newton's second law. Okay. Net force in Y direction is 0 because 4 kg and 3 kg block is not moving along Y direction, capital Y direction. That's why 0. Clear. So now we have focus on next. So next problem is, this block is moving in which direction? Upward direction corresponding inclined plane or downward direction. There are two possibilities, the whole system going on down or upward direction. But I don't know. So we assume all system going on downward or upward. If you suppose that you have taken, we have assumed the whole system going on downward. Okay. It means net acceleration in corresponding to that direction. So if we have considered the whole system downward. If suppose that solving after making equation, then we got A this equal to positive some value, suppose that 2.5 meter per second square, it means right. If solving that equation, if making equation, then we got A this equal to minus 1 point, whatever value of minus 1.5. It means your assumption basically opposite direction. Okay, so you can say that the block is moving basically, if you have taken here, then basically if A we got negative, it means these two block going on upward direction. Clear or not? Now we assume the whole system going on downward direction. Okay, so if this whole system going on downward direction, it means first of all, look here. This one is going on downward direction and that one is going on downward direction. Okay, with acceleration A, and this one is also A. Okay, so first of all, look here. How many force in downward direction? Here 40 cos 37 plus F1. Sorry, 40. This one written according to Newton's second law. Unbalanced force, this is equal to how much? Mass, the product of mass into acceleration. Mathematical representation of unbalanced force is according to Newton's second law in capital X direction is how much? Unbalanced force in capital X direction is written as product of mass into acceleration. So mass is how much? 4 into acceleration is A. Very clear? So Fx is how much? F, first of all, in which whole force corresponding to in this direction? F1 plus 40 cos 37. Sorry, sin 37. Clear? Minus these two force downward. Okay. So basically these two force downward and that one opposite direction of A. Okay. So this one written minus 10. Clear? This will be equal to mass into acceleration. Mass is how much? 4 into acceleration is how much? A. So equation number 1. Clear? Otherwise you can write now for F1 plus cos sin 37 0.6. So 40 into 0.6 24 minus 10. This will be equal to 4A. So F1 basically how much? 4A basically that one written plus 14. This will be equal to 4A. Equation number 1. Clear? After that, first of all, everything is right or not? Wrong. Okay. In mathematical form, how many force in downward direction? F1 plus 40 sin 37. Okay. In our 4 kg block. And that one opposite direction, so minus 10. This will be equal to 4 into A according to Newton's second law. So after that, this one is 40 into sin 37 is how much? 0.6. So 0.6 into 40, how much? 24. So F1 plus 24 minus 10, this will be equal to 4A. So F1 plus 14, this will be equal to 4A. Equation number 1. After that, focus on this block, 3 kg block. Okay. This 3 kg block also going on downward direction. Okay. So how many force in downward direction? 30 sin 37. So this one written 30 sin 37 plus 20 Newton. And F1 is opposite direction of these two force. So written minus F1. This is equal to how much? 3 into A. 3 into A. Okay. So 30 sin 37 is how much? 0.6. So 0.6 plus 20 minus F1 is how much? 3A. After that, look here very carefully. We are focused on what about that value? This one written, look here, 18 plus 20 is how much? 38. Okay, so 38 minus F1, this will equal to 3A. Equation number 2. If these two are adding, then we got how much? 4. Here 4. Okay, basically if these two are adding, equation number 1 and 2, 1 and 2 are adding, then what about that value? Okay, simply, okay, so both are adding 1 plus 2, then we got how much? 38 plus 14 is how much? Basically 52. Okay, 8 plus 4 12, 3 plus 1 plus 1, basically 4 plus 52. This will be equal to 7A. So what about A? 52 divided by 7. Meter per second square is positive. It means your assumption is right. Okay. We got A is positive. It means your assumption is right. But our target, what about F1? So how can determine F1? If that value we put in equation number 1 or 2. So simply F1 is how much? 4A. A is how much? 52 divided by 7 minus 14. So how much? With the help of calculator, you can solve it. Okay, simply use calci. Look here very carefully. Calculator use here 4 into 52 divided by 7. We got 29.71 minus 14. Okay, we got how much? 15.71 Newton. So final answer is how much? 15.71 Newton is the right answer. Make it. Okay, if any queries related to that topic, then comment it. Okay, make it.